Welcome to another DCS tutorial for the Harrier. Now, I actually did this same mission last week, but just as a video, and someone commented that it would be nice if I explained what I was doing and why. So, here we are. Now, the first thing I want to do is pop on the autopilot, as this helps to reduce the workload. Next, I depress the sensor select button twice to bring up the T-pod in HOTAS mode, and then designate the target. Now, I press sensor select right long to switch to IR view, and then left short to switch to narrow field of view. You can of course use the MFD button 5 to change from CD to IR view, MFD button 11 to change from black to white hot, and button 1 to change field of view. In T-pod HOTAS mode, the MFD controls aren't needed. Now I can slew with a TDC and zoom in as needed to find the target. Let's now have a quick pause to explain a few things. Let's first look at the zoom function. In the controls menu, there is a HOTAS command for T-pod zoom. However, I find that it zooms in far too quickly and erratically. So instead, I have two buttons on my HOTAS which map to the right MFD buttons 3 and 4. And I find that these work far better to control the zoom. The only downside, of course, is that I have to have the pod on the right MFD. I also switch to infrared and narrow field of view, but this is clearly based on requirements. I probably use IR view at least 95% of the time. However, CCD can be useful for finding cold targets during the day. And remember, you might need to adjust your brightness, contrast and gain to locate some targets. We can also see that we are currently in map designate. We're going to change that to T-pod designate by depressing the TDC action button. If we were already in T-pod designate, then we won't need to do that. And once we're in T-pod designate, then we don't have to keep depressing the button for each subsequent target. So let's unpause and carry on. Now, TDC depress, then we'll press target of opportunity, and it automatically increments to 1, so just enter, and just slew to our next target. Once we're happy, then target of opportunity again, and enter, and we'll just keep doing that. Notice that it automatically increments each time. And if we make a mistake, we can just go back and manually enter the correct number that we want. The computer can hold up to 10 normal targets of opportunity, which are marked as 1 to 10 on the UFC. However, on the ODU, target 10 is set to an X, which we'll see shortly. This method of JDAM use is called absolute mode. Now there's also a special target point 0, which is a special ephemeral target point. And we'll use that when we switch to JDAM direct mode. In the last video, the MiGs only started rolling after creating the 10th target point, so I'm going to do the same despite knowing that I'm not going to use it. That's all 10 selected, so now I'm going to select the JDAM, and you can see that the targets option appears in the ODU. Now this will disappear after 30 seconds or pressing another option on the UFC, but pressing the weapon button will bring it back up. We can now select all the targets from the ODU, And there is the X for target 10, which we aren't going to drop yet. Let's quickly fuse the bombs and set master arm to on, and that's it. We're ready to rain down havoc. You've probably noticed that the computer has set the correct release order, and now we just need to wait to get in range. When the ranging reticule is at 6 o'clock, the closest target will be in range, and as each individual target gets in range, the ID font will increase in size. But remember, that's the maximum range, so you might want to wait a little while to increase your kill probability. We're now at maximum range. When you're ready, just press and hold the pickle button and one bomb will be released every second. That's 9 away, so let's take another quick pause. Okay, those 9 bombs are all heading to a specific GPS coordinate. However, the seekers are still scanning for laser PRF 1688, just in case you wanted to hit a moving target. With 9 bombs on 9 targets, hitting the laser now would result in all the bombs hitting that laser spot. What we need to do then is to change the laser code for the final bomb. Once dropped, that final bomb, and only that bomb, will be searching for the new laser code, meaning that we can use it to hit a moving target, just like a regular laser guided bomb. The last piece of the puzzle is waypoint 0. Now, regular target points are fixed in the computer until you choose to overwrite them. However, if we press waypoint increment long, we activate the ephemeral target point 0, and target point 0 isn't fixed like a regular target point. Wherever the T-pod is pointing at any given moment is the target point, and on Pickle, those coordinates will be immediately sent to the JDAM prior to release. This is JDAM direct mode. One word of caution though, as you move the T-pod around, the ranging reticule does not update unless you press the waypoint increment long once again. So this could cause issues if moving a targeting point a significant distance. In this attack, we're going to laser target just like a regular laser guided bomb. However, unlike a laser guided bomb, the LJDAM doesn't need constant lasing unless the target is moving. Even if you fire the laser for a second, then the LJDAM will hit that point, so long as the bomb sees the laser spot, almost as if the laser is just sending new coordinates via a data link. So, if you are hitting a static target and change your mind after release, you can fire the laser to change the target and then turn away from the target without the constant need to lase. Time to unpause and get that done. From the DMT page, I'm going to change the laser code and I'm going to use 1687 and then enter. I just put the map back, but that isn't required. Now I'm going to slew the T-pod ahead of the target and press waypoint increment long. And you can see that the HUD symbology has changed and the map is showing target 0. Pickle the bomb. Start firing the laser. And now we've got plenty of time to obtain a point track. That's all the static targets being destroyed again. and Shack MiG-29. Okay, there you have it. How to hit static and a moving target in a single pass using absolute and direct JDAM attacks. All I need to do now is finish off that remaining MiG with the last 2 rock eyes.
Altitude, altitude.